Welcome to the Farmcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Farmcast, everyone. We're back and we're pissed off. Warning. We are angry.
Trigger warning.
We are angry and we're ready to complain. Back with the complaint cast. I believe this is like complaint cast 9 now. So we have had we have a book of complaints documented and we're only getting started. And there's something
steamed. We continue to be steamed.
Right.
Let me start off talk about jelly donuts and why they get too much hate.
Too much hate. Oh boy.
It's true. But
if
hey,
you missed our jelly donut discussion, go back and listen to our ranking of top and bottom desserts. We had about a 20-minute in-depth argument about arguing jelly donuts, and it was probably one of our most heated discussions, which is really saying something at this point.
yeah, and it was jelly donuts that did it. Quite divisive topic, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But I've got something that may or may not be divisive. I don't think it is, but I think the way I say it might come off wrong. So this thing's been under my skin for a long time, since like freshman year of high school. This has been under my skin, but it just gets worse. So I have to bring up on the podcast, and I don't think it will be too controversial, but there isn't a specific name to it, but it's just people who don't know how the fuck to walk right. They get in a group, they're on the sidewalk, and they just stand there. You're in my way. Like, people who just stand in popular walkways and just stand there. And similar to that are kind of like people taking out your dog. That's awesome, great, you're going for a walk, but then you like pull it to the side, it's gotta like shit and whatnot. But then it's also people who don't look around who's there with them, and they'll just pull back into the fucking sidewalk, and then before you know it, you're literally walking hand in hand with some rando. So it's really wide. I'm sick of people. I'll be out like fucking going for a run, going for a walk, whatever, and there'll just be people standing there in big groups, just standing on the sidewalk. Let me get through. And like, it's just been a problem for a really long time. I think that's a big problem in public places. Don't stand in areas where people are trying to get through.
Pop off.
I can agree, but are you a fast walker by chance?
I am a fast walker, yes.
Okay, because that's one remedy, I guess, to solve that issue is just become a fast walker. But if you already are, then
that's the problem, though, because there'll
slow
be
down.
If someone pulls out with their dog, then and don't see me coming, I'm a fast walker. I'm gonna be walking you pull off, and I will be right next to you.
Yep.
I don't know what to describe why this sucks so much, but then I'm walking right next to someone who I'm just trying to fucking get through. I'm just trying to walk.
So when you said at first, people who don't know how to walk, I thought I was being called out real hard for a second, because whenever I'm walking with groups of friends, I usually get left in the dust. I got shorter legs. It's a little more
just like a small hands.
No, that's fine. I can
effort.
accompany for that. That's fine.
It's a direct attack.
Nope. People who stand in sidewalks and just take up the whole sidewalk.
Maybe your problem is you don't know how to stop and smell the roses. Maybe you can't appreciate what's going on.
Now we're trying to get from point A to point B, and there's a big old roadblock in your way.
Boom!
That shit fucking sucks.
It's true.
Going to walking to class, for example, and you're just you leave at your certain time because you know the route, the time it takes for your route to get to class or whatever, and there's just this group of people that are just walking so slow, which is throwing off your entire timing, and you're going to be late.
Yeah. That was the peak of my hate for it, was college, because, if you're in a popular, area of transit, and you're just chuckling off with friends, fuck you. Get out.
No, Zach, this is how I remedied the situation. I got a scooter. Because everyone gets the fuck out of the way for a scooter.
Well, I can't take a scooter in buildings and fucking hop through.
Says you.
Well, not in buildings, but you just fold it back up and carry it around.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was one of those.
No,
You
Like,
got a legit razor
foot
scooter.
Not a razor scooter. It has the big ass wheels.
Oh,
That thing.
That would be a lot of effort.
that's pretty cool.
No, it's not. It's great.
You could
cruise.
also get some Heelys.
Dude, Healy slap.
Oh, now that I can get behind.
But then you're going too fast, and the person in front of you doesn't see you coming. They don't move out of the sidewalk either.
They can hear you coming. Just don't.
They've got
don't
headphones
oil.
in.
I'll tell you what. When
You got an answer for everything.
I've been through this. I've lived this.
When you got the Heelys going on, though, you become so utterly sexy that your body just releases so many pheromones that even if you are in a conversation, have some headphones in, if you're looking off in outer space, once that you wafts into your nasal cavity, you start sense it. You're like, oh shit.
Hey,
A man with
ladies.
Heelys is coming. You turn around, you know it's gonna happen. So the aura of the Heelys actually takes care of all that for you. So I think it's actually the best solution to this.
Like everyone's just Healy's radar goes off. Like I sense
I
Heelys.
think the only issue is that you might actually attract more people to you.
Yeah.
So you get more people in your
Yeah.
way, and you just get like a small crowd around you.
And
Now that would be a real bugaboo.
And honestly, as being a FarmCast member, that's already a problem.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I don't need that. I don't
I mean,
need
it
more
could
of that.
also it could be more dangerous because you have like bras just flying at you while you're riding on your
Right.
Heelys. It's
Right.
just-
Yeah. Like,
God, this is my 7th bra in the last 2 blocks. Give it
I
a
just
break.
can't-
come on,
I
guys.
just can't do it.
Stop this.
You're like, please, just get your own pair.
You guys ever have Heelys?
I wish.
Oh yes,
I have.
dude. I had multiple
I'm
pairs
surprised
of Heelys.
Becker didn't have Heelys.
No.
What's up,
We,
what's up, Becker?
I wish I did.
There
I
were a
wish I
bunch of people on my youth hockey team that had Heelys because we would all you'd have practice or a game or something. You'd hang out at the rink afterwards and watch all the games afterwards. And there was a massive stretch of just it was almost like coated concrete. It was so damn smooth, and we would just sprint and have races all the way the length of the ice on the outside.
Yep.
It was so much fun.
Damn. See,
It was very fun.
I always wanted them, but I don't know. I never got them, so that was
No, they were sick, dude.
Yeah.
I would also be lying to you if I haven't thought about purchasing a pair of Heelys within the last 12 months.
I mean, you'd think the demand is there. I'm kind of surprised they haven't had a renaissance of making them again. I mean, they still make old GameCube controllers. Why can't they
Well,
make old Heelys?
All of a sudden, they were hot for 4 years, and then all of a sudden they were just dead.
Yeah.
Heelys literally got put in the dirt for reasons unknown to anybody.
It's kind of a travesty. It's a great idea. That and soaping, that that. I don't think that's a thing anymore. You know what
What's
I'm talking
that?
about?
What the hell?
No.
It was
where
it
you
was
take the soap.
basically- It was basically
Oh,
like
I thought you
this-
said soaking.
no soaping.
Oh, okay.
And it was basically like this hard plastic you could put on the bottom of your shoe so that you could jump and grind on rails.
Yes. Okay,
Well,
that was
the
fucking.
thing-
That's cool
So-
as hell.
The second pair of Heelys I got had a bigger wheel. They were supposed to be able so you could go faster and they're supposed to be designed to ride in a skate park and stuff. And there was hard plastic on the inner part of the sole so you would be able to grind. Yeah.
Fucking
Never
sick.
once did I try that. No, but it would have been
Goodness.
sick.
Imagine your 13-year-old self doing that. That is just asking for a broken collarbone.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
I think the reason why Heelys kind of died down though, I think kids were just getting hurt.
Oh God, yeah.
They aren't the most safe machinery.
Well, I
But I
remember
don't
that
know,
being
I've
an
never
issue
Heelys.
in middle school because everyone would just go around the halls in their Heelys and teachers would just get pissed off.
Not at my school.
Yeah, it turns out the 4 people.
I was gonna
in
say
town-
none of the kids that St. Mary's Adam.
Oh man.
Going back to people being in your way, the one time that really bothers me is being at a grocery store. You go to a Walmart or something, and people yesterday or 2 days ago, I was grocery shopping a little bit, and I just wanted to get 2 cards. There were 3 people just right in a row standing by those eggs, and you know, I'm trying to mind my social distancing a little bit, especially at a Walmart where nobody's wearing a mask. So it's like, you know, I'm keeping my distance a little bit. I'm like, all right, I'm just waiting. I sat there for over 5 minutes while these people were trying to decide what kind of eggs they needed, and it's like, they're eggs. They come in 18s or 12s, and there's large, extra large, and jumbo. This is not that hard, and my God, they just could not make up their minds. It was unbelievable. I sat there for literally over 5 minutes.
That's an important decision.
That brings up
Apparently.
like that actually stems
Serious.
from. I'm glad you brought that up because that is like part of it that I didn't even think about. People at grocery stores who do it and treat it like a social house. These millennials, they want to like
Hang
talking
out at
all the
Walmart
time.
and shit.
I just want to get in the grocery store. I want to grab my shit and I want to get the fuck out. Stop hanging out by the eggs. I feel that. People love hanging out by the eggs. They're all
Tell
eggs.
you what, they weren't millennials. They were boomers.
It's probably more of a boomer thing.
Oh,
It was
absolutely,
driving me
that's
nuts.
more of a boomer thing.
Also, people who
No.
just like flock around a bar. Like,
But what
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Well,
I mean
that's
more
a
of
good
like-
beverages.
I mean, more of like in a busy bar, I need to get a drink, and like people are just hanging out, fucking doing nothing.
Right by the rail.
Right. Like I'm trying to get a drink. Get out. I'm
Well,
I'm trying to give back to the business. I'm Fenner. Nothing will get in the way of me and a Miller Lite.
okay, all right, I can respect that.
You have to feel this.
I can respect that. You had to put it in terms I could understand.
Right. Yeah, I had to.
Relatable.
Yeah.
No, I get that. But
I got
I was gonna say, so one of the things that bugs me also has to do with other people, specifically older people.
Hell yeah.
Like the
Something
people
we
who
never complain about on this podcast.
the people who I imagine it's the same people who are hanging out by eggs in grocery stores, but also my dad is a big component of this one. But people who say like you're too old for things, like oh you're too old to be chasing after a foul ball, you're too old to be expecting birthday presents or Christmas presents. Like no, I'm not. I'm 24 years old. Like it's okay for me to get excited to go after a ball, or for me, like there's nothing I am too old for. If I want to run after an ice cream truck, I can run after a goddamn ice cream truck.
If
I
you wanna
haven't.
have a pair of Heelys.
I can have a pair of Heelys. Exactly. You're never too old for anything, and I just that type of stuff really pisses me off.
Yeah, people told me I ran up by the park. They're like, "You're too old to hop on the jungle gym." Fuck off! I want to hop on the
you're
jungle
not.
gym.
Seriously.
I hate that. Like, what? So, what is the expectation? You just is the older you grow, you just need to get collectively more and more boring in your hobbies. Like, get
Right.
out of here.
Yeah.
No, that's a
I
bullshit.
hate that take too.
Yeah, no, that's a shit take. Like,
Too old to enjoy something.
you can
Ugh.
tell people who are out of touch of like, oh, you still play video games?
Yeah.
What a bad
boy.
take. What a shit
Yeah.
take. Oh my god. What a
And you
trash take.
always if like the person being told that they're too old to enjoy something, they're actually like at least they're always like, you know, enjoying something, and somebody's
Yes.
telling them, oh, you shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
Like, what are you doing for fun? Like, sorry, I don't want to just sit out on the front lawn and watch traffic go by all day. Maybe
Yeah.
you want to actually
Yeah.
be doing something and enjoying yourself, or maybe, I don't know, putting yourself out there a little bit. Like, crazy to me.
Yeah, no, it's just people who like get jealous of like the it's like
my lip.
you're chasing after ice cream truck, and they're old, they're thinking, oh, my fun is I don't know, what's an old person thing they do for
Yeah.
fun? Watching
my fun
infomercials.
is sitting around by the eggs in a grocery store.
right.
Or, no, I got one. Where it's especially when it comes to like what you're drinking, like, oh, are you too old to have a seltzer? Do I just once you reach like the age of 40, do you just have to be enjoying like an extra dry gin on the rocks or something? Like, get out of here.
I'll never be too old for a Miller Lite.
I was gonna say, lawfully, you have to be 21 to drink. At what point do you grow out of the seltzer territory.
Apparently, because like if you like right now, I'm enjoying a nice seltzer, a nice lemonade seltzer. But there's a certain point where it's like old people are just looking at that. It's like, wow, can't believe you're not having just like insert shitty beer or low shelf
I
alcohol.
want to tell you
on the
something
rocks
about
here.
alcohol. When it comes to alcohol, I am one of the fruitiest people that you'll ever meet. I will never go out of my way to get a beer. If someone gives me one, like, hey, I'll get a beer, like, sure, I'll take it. But I'm gonna get the fruitiest cocktail I can think of.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna enjoy it. And people give me so much shit, and I'm like, I don't care. It tastes fucking delicious.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
Grow out of that never made sense to me.
No.
I want it noted too, if I give you shit for drinking something fruity, it's because I know I can't because I'm going to get hungover as hell. Like Natter Days. But Natter Days are objectively terrible, so.
We've had this discussion too many times.
A dangerous game.
Terrible.
Natter Days are.
You're playing with fire. A lot of
No, you're just having a good time when you're drinking Natter Days. I'll tell you that.
You're just not having a good time afterwards.
The first one, sure. The second one,
It'll be fine.
Maybe. The third one, quite possibly. The fourth one, I could see it. The fifth one, depends. The sixth one,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna be. I don't ever want to reach the age where I'm just like drinking just like a scotch with nothing else, just me and a glass of scotch. If I ever hit that point, that's tough.
I'll tell you what I do want to hit
That's
though.
an age thing, is it? Sorry, is that an age thing?
I mean, it might be like a.
I think that's more of an alcoholism thing.
Yeah, it's more like a
Maybe.
tolerance thing. I feel like they just
usually
like
come with age.
drink over the years, and eventually they just like, I need something stronger now. This just ain't cutting it anymore.
Yeah.
It is also just kind of like that acquired taste of just like, because I've heard people say like they like slow drinking whiskey because they know how it's a different way to drink it. Like if you suck in air and it gets like water and it like, or it gets like it like bubbles up and like brings out the flavor.
I've heard of things that's like there's certain ways to drink like whiskey and tequila. Because Zach, you were saying that a while ago. There's a certain way to enjoy tequila.
Yeah, like if you go through the work to, and I think we're just like, I don't see the effects of going through the work to enjoy something like that. I would rather just open up a White Claw or like a 6-pack or a variety
I can enjoy
pack
myself
and just
right now.
Yeah. So, but one like what I've been curious about, I've always wanted to, and it's like right now, I mean, I can't fucking do this like in my apartment, but I'd love to like set up like a bar and like make drinks and make new drinks and stuff like that. Because I've seen some videos of people making like whiskey and like Blue Moon, but it's super fruity, and like that's cool to me. Like making new good drinks, that's really cool to me. Sounds fun.
Whiskey and Blue Moon, huh?
Yeah, apparently it's amazing if you do it right. It's some other stuff too, but like I couldn't believe it.
That seems like a very, very strange combo, but hey.
See, one of my things I like to do is take like flavored vodka. You get triple sec and peach schnapps, and then just any type of juice, like berry punch or strawberry kiwi, and just mix that all together. It's delicious. It's delicious.
Oh yeah.
Haven't done that. That sounds good though.
It's very good. If you like fruity stuff, Zach, I don't know about.
I do.
I don't know if your body can handle it.
I'm a little too old to be drinking stuff like that.
Yeah. That's a young person thing, Becker.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I got something that's bothering me. It's been bothering me for years, but it recently got kind of brought back up again. And I know this is something we could probably all get behind as well. About a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now.
About a week ago.
No. Keep
Madden.
going, Kyle.
EA and the NFL reached another exclusivity deal through 2026, and now they're once again the only video game company that can make licensed NFL games. And at this point, Madden has turned into such shit. And the only thing in my mind that can inject any kind of life into that franchise is just some sort of competition. Originally, they were going to expire in 2022, but no. We have 6 more years of Madden, and that's 6 more years I will not be purchasing Madden.
So what about
Can't do it anymore.
That announcement that came out about the contract of like it was a 2K and Madden, but it couldn't be a football simulator.
I don't know, but I
Okay.
just know that this deal happened recently, and
Dude,
it sucks.
that fucking sucks because I love football, which should come as no surprise to everybody. I played Madden, I mean, so much over the last like 10, 15 years of my life. The last 5 years, there have been essentially no changes to the game. There's just it's literally just the same game with a new title and the rookies. Like that's it.
Yep.
It sucks. And I love playing football games. That's my issue with it. Is like some of my most fond memories are like me and Kyle playing each other hundreds of times in Madden, you know,
yeah.
and it's just like the game just lost all of its luster. It's like the exact same thing over and over and over again.
We were some experienced Madden heads, but it's like eventually you just can't keep playing the same game constantly.
Yeah.
And because they never have to innovate. They can literally just keep giving you the same schlock because people are going to want to play football games. They're going to go to the source. Madden, the biggest name in it, they're going to buy Madden. And
Kyle,
it sucks.
say it with me. EA bad.
Oh! I thought you were going to go
EA Sports. It's in the game.
That's not EA is not allowed to use that in all of their upcoming promotional material.
yeah.
Which they definitely would have done.
They're going to
with
rip
my
off the
two boys,
Farmcast.
but unfortunately, no. Yeah, Madden can go fuck itself. That's kind of my point, and I'm just so tired of this nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks because, like, obviously, they've done a lot of bad things. They've murdered a lot. They have murdered Star Wars, and that's another license that is going to be 2022. Hopefully they lose that one. I think there are rumors that like Disney already told them they aren't going to extend it, which is why they canceled all of their Star Wars games. Dear God, please, for the love of God, get everything away from that company. They're also ruining their own IPs like Battlefield. I don't know. Fuck yourself. You know,
Yeah.
fuck yourself on
It's
anything.
not.
And even a lot of the time, it was like, wow, let 2K get in there. We need 2K to help.
Oh.
And it's like, dude, at this point, this isn't the same company that made NFL 2K5. Like this is the NBA 2K is really running into a very similar issue.
I was gonna say it's the exact same thing with 2K.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to change anymore either. Back when at least they had to compete with NBA Live, like when they came out with NBA 2K11, it was like, wow, this is an incredible step up. I mean, and it was across the board, universally loved game because they really had a lot of gameplay mechanics. They added Jordan. They did all these things to make it fresh and exciting, but they dominated so much, and now it's like, all right, time to just keep shoving out the same game year after year. And insult to injury, if you want to cool my player, fork over some money, baby.
The worst thing about 2K that they ever did was the fucking neighborhood. Yeah. You know what I want to do when I want to play a game? I want to load into a world and see hundreds of other people's created players have to virtually run over to the stadium, the rec center, whatever, hit X, go in, and then hope to God there's a center that loads up. And if they don't, well, I'm sitting there waiting. I'm waiting for an hour to get into a fucking game.
And
It's awful.
The craziest thing is, too, like, these games are literally getting more and more successful. Like, Madden 20 is probably, like, renowned as the worst Madden in years and years. It's also the highest selling game in the franchise's history. So why in God's name would they go out of their way to put more effort into it when they're just going to keep selling more and more games? It's like the only way to make them actually change is with, our wallet and nobody cares.
Yeah.
So it's just sad. It bums me out, and I will not be looking forward to another Madden game ever. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Sports games are just MLB The Show. That's literally the only one left at this point, and my God, I hope that doesn't go the same way.
Well, didn't the show remove something a while ago, like online franchise or something?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Which
but
sucks.
That did stink. On the other hand, they do innovate enough year after year to where it really does feel like a fresh game. And Diamond Dynasty is an incredibly fun game.
I was going to say the one thing I think for me that separates MLB The Show from 2K and from Madden is like I strictly like pretty much only play the online version. So like when I played Madden, I was playing Madden Ultimate Team. When I play 2K, I'm playing with my player online. And with MLB The Show, I'm playing Diamond Dynasty, which is their online version or their online game mode. And in Diamond Dynasty, you don't have to spend any money to get your person better. And technically you don't in 2K or in Madden, but like more so in those games, if you don't put in money to get your player or your team better, like you have no chance of winning. You'll just lose because it's you have no like realistic shot of winning. Where in MLB The Show, like if you put in the time, you get free 99 overall cards. You get free really good cards that you can play with, which is just something the other sports games don't reward like time put in.
And they actually have enough single player content that's fun, fresh, to where there really truly is something for everybody.
Yeah.
So, moral of the story, EA, Madden, 2K, they can go straight to hell.
SDS should just make all the games.
Oh, now that's a monopoly we can get behind.
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
well, I've got something that I'm pretty angry about. Well, not angry. I don't know what the word is. You guys know everyone's favorite Playboy, Dan Bilzerian.
Oh,
is that how
no.
it is?
Oh, I heard about this.
Everyone's favorite
Playboy.
Yeah, I think that's the correct term.
Influencer. He's my favorite influencer.
So
massive douche also works.
yeah, I've never really I've only known that I never really knew much about him outside of he's rich and girls and guns. I don't know, something like that. And but I always knew frat dudes obsessed over him, damn, he's living the life. And I never thought about him in a very long time, since the T-Pain song, actually. I have not thought of him since then. But then I saw a tweet go pretty big about him. He's writing a book, and he posted a picture of him writing the book, or it's implied. And it's him typing, focused on his book, but then to show, he's a cool guy. He had a girl on his lap that was wearing a bathing suit. So I just thought, this guy's not cool in the slightest.
Thanks.
This guy,
Dude,
and I don't know
you guys
who's
don't get
gassing him up.
Who fucks, dude? That's cool.
Dude, his whole shtick is really funny to me because he didn't earn any of the shit that he has, because all he did is his entire wealth is inherited from his parents. And
isn't his dad in jail too?
I don't know the specific.
I read a conspiracy. I saw a conspiracy going around on Twitter that Dr. Phil is Dan Bilzerian's dad, and I'm 100% on board with it. I did not need to look into it to believe that one bit.
Minor tangent, I just found out Dr. Phil had a podcast today, and that is really funny to me, and I might have to look at that.
Hey, no streaming other podcasts. No.
Nope.
No competition.
The Dan Bilzerian thing, it's always really funny because oh god, what was it? It was during the you remember that there was that Las Vegas shooting where the guy was in his hotel room and he was just shooting people from his balcony.
Yep.
And Dan Bilzerian happened to be in Vegas that night. So what he did is he had some of his posse film him going up to I don't know if they were officers, but but they were like, they were like the professionals on the scene or whatever.
No.
And he went up to them, and of course he has to be filmed the whole time, and he's like asking for a gun, asking for a weapon to try to go help out, and they're like, get the fuck out of here, you're making this worse, just go. And then he put up a big stink like he was trying to be some big hero. It was one of the cringiest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's a real life superhero.
Dude,
Let's not
Clearly.
forget.
Absolute
Dude.
asshole.
And how did we let this happen? Who let this happen? Because this man's got
No one.
over 1 million followers across all platforms. He gets a shit, like, he's only making more money off of already being rich. Who let this happen? Who is consuming this so much that this man can go into Vegas and say, give me a gun, I'm fighting? Like, are you kidding me? That also, and I looked through some of his tweets, because I'm like, what could this intelligent man be sharing with the world right now? Wow.
Nothing good. Nothing
it's
good.
So
Please read some.
it's so middle of the line. I don't have any up right now, but I know one was, man, you can't trust the media. And there was
Hell
one,
yeah.
like, it's so, like, middle of the line that, like, you would see shared on Facebook, where it's so, there isn't really a stance, but it says a lot about our society. Those are the kind of tweets that, like, this man's about. Those are the kind of statements that he loves, and people are going to gas him up because he has sexy girl by him. Haha, am I right? Am I right? Because he's got so much money. Am I right?
If you and your friend don't share partners, are you two really friends?
Okay,
What?
that's just fucked up. That's just a weird... That is a weird comment.
I
Oh
mean,
my god. Dude. That is... That's like you have a problem if it's like, hey dog, you want to come over here? My girl's home. Like, you have
Fellas.
a fucking problem.
Also, the reason I found out about that book signing thing was this tweet, and it was because he offered $5,000 to the best book title, and then somebody replies, blowing an inheritance through an eternal midlife crisis fueled by feelings of inadequacy, semicolon, Dan Bilzerian's guide to still only being 5'9".
He's that short?
Oh my god.
Apparently,
Oh, that's
which
hilarious.
Oh
I
my
feel like
God.
that is extremely funny for somebody like him, because that's definitely a guy who would take a lot of pride in being like 6'4".
oh yeah.
Yo.
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
assumed he was super tall.
Oh, I'm sure he wants you
Yeah.
to think that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He makes sure all the female models he hires to be around him are,
So, like,
at
5'4".
maximum 5'2".
Yeah.
All of
yeah.
his pictures have to be taken at very flattering angles.
Yep.
Oh, how
Oh,
funny
that's
would that
so
be?
funny.
He's got one, like, in Jamaica or whatever. He's got all of, like, his models around him that he paid to be there, and they're all towering over him. That would be...
I'll tell you what, I'd respect the hell out of that. That's a power move in of itself. Just being surrounded by gigantic women. Now he's
See,
on to something. But
Is it
no,
just me, or I feel like when I see like famous people or celebrities, I just assume that they're taller than me for whatever reason. Because I guess like growing up when I was little,
Mhm.
they're always like older. So I just assume like all celebrities are super tall. But then like just
They're
looking
like
into
all
it,
the time.
they're all short as shit. Like Dan Bilzerian,
Yeah.
5'9". Zac Efron, he's like 5'8" or 5'9".
oh yeah, Tom Cruise is like
is a tiny
5'5".
little boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Tom
shit,
Cruise
I'm
is
towering over these
5'5".
people.
Tom Cruise is very short and
Yeah.
a Scientologist piece of shit, but
Oh,
also
that's
very
right, yeah.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
it's just weird to find out
short-minded.
actual things of people.
Ooh.
Makes it think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zac Efron one about him being incredibly short. Wow, that was liberating to find out a few years ago. That was like, hell yeah.
Oh, man.
But the way they're filmed, you literally can never tell.
No.
Yeah. No, I
Crazy.
just, like, never thought about that. But that's funny that Dan Bilzerian is, like...
Go
Because he
hell
is
damn.
the
Yeah.
kind of guy who would
That's-
be like, hold
That's
that.
the one thing I guarantee that really bugs him when somebody says something to him.
Dude,
It's like,
calling him
hey, Dad, you
small.
might be rich. You might have 1 million followers on every platform you have. You might have tons of chicks around you at all times. But hey, guess what? I'm 6 foot, bitch.
Okay, so I'm looking up. I'm just decided to Google short celebrities. Daniel Radcliffe is 5'5".
Yeah.
okay, I figured he was short. Yeah.
That one, I'm gonna be honest, I did not see that one coming.
God, I would just love
That,
to meet.
that was honestly like the least surprising name you could have said.
Yeah, I knew he was like super small.
I guess I just never
something.
thought about it.
I would love to meet Dan Bilzerian and just say, like,
I wouldn't.
He's there with like his girl's fancy car or something. I just go, wow, you're a lot shorter in person, and just like leave it at that.
Me meeting Dan Bilzerian. Hello. Just looking
Bacon just over the top.
Hello, Dan.
Oh, man. Dan, you down there? Oh my god.
And you know if he's listed at 5'9", he's definitely shorter.
Yeah. Oh my god.
100%.
Oh fuck,
God,
that's
that
good.
was funny. But yeah, I saw that stupid tweet and I said, I don't know why people made you famous. I hate you.
Robert Downey Jr. 5'8".
I figured
Yeah.
he was kind of.
Like all
Now when I
actors,
see it.
all actors are like generally like
Okay.
5'10" or shorter.
Actually no, I can see this one the more I think about it.
And
Never
it
mind.
I guess it helps deceive everyone because all the actors seem about the same height. So it just seems like normal. So like I don't know. I just assume that they're tall, like taller than me, and I'm like 6 feet. So
Yeah.
I just assume everyone's
love-
gonna be tall.
I love this list that I'm looking at because I think these are supposed to be like surprisingly short, famous people. And right next to each other, you just have Jack Black, 5'6", Bud Webb, 5'7". It's like, yeah, it's Spud Webb. That was the whole shtick. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Racist Mark Wahlberg's 5'8".
Oh yeah.
Did you guys
Skip
see
Bayless
that stuff
said.
going around?
No, what was up with that? I did see something. I heard something about it, but
Is that
Yeah,
actually
Mark Wahlberg-
news?
Well, I think it just, I don't know if it's news as much as it got remembered recently about Mark Wahlberg. He apparently has a whole like weird rap sheet of hate crimes when he was younger.
Yeah, when
And
he's
it
like
is-
13 or something.
Older, I think. It's really, really fucking weird and like harassing like Vietnamese people. I mean, it is
what
wild.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, he oh boy, this is tough. Yeah, I guess he was 17. He assaulted a middle-aged Vietnamese man on the street, calling him a quote Vietnam fucking shit and knocking him unconscious with a large wooden stick.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, COMPLAINTCAST. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Holy
I don't
hell.
even want to repeat almost any of these other quotes from Marky
Oh my
Mark
God.
because they're tough. And I don't want to ever have those words come out of my mouth. Wahlberg was charged with attempted murder, pled guilty to felony assault. Oh my god, this is crazy.
Oddly enough, my news source for that about Mark Wahlberg was Skip Bayless. Like, because he said, because I was for some reason they're talking about this on. They're just run dry of content, but they like had this as a big like story on First Take, and he was like, I remember back in Undisputed in 2013, 2014, he was like when we first had him on the show or on it was on First Take. My bad, I got the two switched up. It was on 2013, 2014. He's like, and I looked through his Wikipedia page, and there's some bad stuff in there, and then apparently he told his editors, he's like, I'm gonna ask him about it. And like that's why I was like, I didn't know what he did, but like apparently Skip didn't like it, so good
I'm
on
all
Skip.
here for social justice Skip, by the way.
Oh,
the last few weeks, Skip Bayless is really a hell of a performance.
Skip has been
Skip's the man.
Skip is a real one though.
You're the man, Skip. Love the new show on FS1. That's gonna be us with our burners eventually. We're just gonna reply to the Farmcast with the Farmcast. Wow. Great show, Farmcast. Love the new show on Apple Podcasts. Available now.
Oh my god. Say no more. I can have a burner ready in seconds.
We know you have a couple.
yeah. Oh man.
You think Kevin Durant still has burners?
Oh, of course.
100%.
I wouldn't be surprised
Has
if
to.
like a lot of people have.
Okay, better question.
too
I don't think
easy.
that just gets out of you at any time. Like if you're a burner guy, you're a burner guy till you die.
I can
feel
tell you
like
that
almost
right now.
Every athlete has a burner.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Like athletes are no different. They want to get their takes off just like we do.
And it's got to be like super liberating for them because it's like you really can't get those off anywhere else, especially when you got cameras on you all the damn time, especially in quarantine.
Yeah.
You got to be getting the takes off.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Giannis has a burner. He's
I don't think
someone
Giannis
I just
knows
don't.
how to make a burner.
Right. Like this
Giannis
man's
doesn't
making.
strike me as that kind of guy.
This man's making dad jokes on TikTok. He's not worried about like telling everyone how much a baby back bitch Joel Embiid
LeBron
is.
has a burner. LeBron absolutely has a burner.
Definitely has a burner.
I think Giannis is just like too happy to care about having a burner.
Yeah,
he has
right.
nothing to complain about.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. It's like that man's just joy.
yeah, I mean, I've never seen him not with a smile on his face, and other than when he's mean mugging somebody after he dunks on them.
Right.
I'm trying to think of like the funniest athletes that would have a burner, but I think Kevin Durant already nailed that one.
Dude,
like for us.
The thing with Kevin Durant is he was so good on Twitter to begin with. Like he didn't need to have a burner account. Like
Did one guy ruin his own perception like through completely legal means more than Kevin Durant?
I think at the time he did, but I don't think people care anymore because I think people realize like we do. I think more people have burners than you think.
I'm saying more overall. Like I think the whole Kevin Durant just
Like
persona. I don't think anybody's like destroyed their own persona online more than Kevin without saying anything like really, really problematic.
Maybe. I guess the general population or most people probably think differently of him. I for one don't. He is I mean
Sure.
Yeah, I don't. I think he was awesome on Twitter before. I'm upset that he's not as active as he once was. Also, he's just so fucking good at basketball. I don't think it fucking matters. I don't think it matters what he does on.
Yeah, if he's just like I don't know. As long as he's not like doing some weird
If it was like Michael Carter Williams who had a burner account, then then he's out of the league probably. You know what I mean? But,
dude, that would be
Tony
the funniest
Snell.
fucking one.
I want
Fuck
Tony
it.
Snell to have a burner. Tony Snell getting his takes off.
Yeah. That's someone who I want to hear takes from.
Oh God, yeah.
Tony Snell.
Yeah.
I don't think he doesn't strike me as much of a talker.
No.
No.
But
Not a talker, but a tweeter. Big tweeter.
Yeah. Kind of along the lines of this, you know what Twitter account related to NBA that is terrible? The NBC Golden State Warriors account. I don't know if you guys saw that tweet that came out. Whoever thought this was okay to press send should be fired. They said something like, should the Warriors trade Klay Thompson for Giannis? Our experts say if the deal's there, you gotta do it. Like, shut the fuck up.
You think?
Like, guys,
what a stupid thing to tweet.
Right.
would-
It made me
If
think.
I were the Warriors, sorry, no, go ahead.
It just made me think. If the Warriors call us and they say, "Hey, Steph for DJ Wilson, do we take it?" I think we have to. I think we have to take that trade.
Says
Yeah,
you.
it's a tough one, but
It's
I
a
think
tough,
we'd take
yeah. But it's just so stupid, and they know what they're doing, and I hate it. But
I saw disrespectful ones like Draymond for Giannis was the funniest one I saw.
right, or the Andrew Wiggins rumors. They got Andrew Wiggins so they could deal him for Giannis. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, Yeah, they would say, hey, we're going to give you Klay Thompson for Giannis, and the Bucks would just hang up right away. That's what would happen. Jeez, I just hate that.
In some world, the Bucks traded Giannis and the centerpiece.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Andrew Wiggins?
It doesn't exist.
I would never cheer for the Bucks ever again.
I'd never watch sports again.
No.
I'd be done.
It wouldn't happen. It won't happen. We are saying the most ludicrous stuff. I'm going to shoot this down right down because this is dumb to even give time and acknowledgement towards. It is that stupid.
I just don't see a scenario where Giannis leaves.
Knock on wood.
Right.
Oh. I knocked on too much wood.
Oh, man.
Like, he already states how much he loves the city and how much he wants to be here. Like,
I'm not going to go that far, but we have reason to believe he's going to stay. But people just want to throw out their ludicrous fantasies where they would get Giannis from him because we're a small market, and apparently this is just Kevin Durant 2.0. Apparently, to Warriors fans, because they think they can just get anyone. All those trade, like, NBA Twitter trade, like, proposals are the dumbest shit ever, because I saw one where someone, were the Raptors. Raptors fans are the worst at it, because they think they're getting Giannis, too. But they proposed a trade where it would be Kyle Lowry to the Sixers for, like, Ben Simmons and, like, something else. It's like, you're wrong. That's not going to happen. So, I don't know. All those trades are stupid as hell.
And I don't like them.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
The only one of those trade rumors that does worry me is to the Raptors.
No.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Why?
Simply
Give me one
because
reason. Trade rumors. Give me one reason to believe that would ever happen.
their GM is such an unbelievably good GM.
He's a great GM.
Yes. That's the
So he would finesse John Horst, who won. What's the award called?
I'm saying that's the only reason I'm worried.
Like,
I'm not actually worried. That's the only team I would be worried about actually putting together a package that would trade for Giannis.
here's what it will happen if someone tries.
Like?
If someone tries trading for Giannis, here's what happens. Ring, ring, ring. Hello? Who are you interested in? Oh, Giannis? It doesn't happen.
Zach, I think you're missing the point because, like, if he turns down the Supermax, we have to trade him.
Yeah.
No. If he turns down Supermax, you don't trade him. No.
You're insane.
What do you do? You just let him walk?
No, if he turns down the trade max, you have two things. If he turns down trade max, you fucking
Supermax.
So if he does that, okay, I'm assuming we don't win the finals. What are we? Or do we? You tell me. What world is this?
Well, apparently we're living in some fantasy world where a trade max is a thing. But
I'm talking about the Supermax.
The Supermax. I know you are. I know you are. But people thought Kawhi was going to stay in Toronto. I'm just saying. Kyle brought up a good point that I didn't even think of. Like I wasn't even really on. But if Giannis turns down the Supermax, there is nothing. You literally have to trade him. You can't just let him walk. You need to get something for him.
That's assuming that, like, it would have to, like, depend on what goes on. But honestly, I would rather go all the fucking one more year of having the best player in the goddamn NBA, win the fucking finals, and then maybe he will change his mind. Look at the Raptors.
If he turns down the Supermax, I think that implies he's changed his mind already.
Yeah, his mind has already been made up.
Great. Win the fucking finals. Win the finals. I say win a finals. Look at the Raptors. Look how happy they were. They didn't care that Kawhi left and, like, that just happened. They're still a great team.
They have no emotional attachment to Kawhi before that, though. I mean, I don't know.
They have an emotional attachment to winning the NBA finals, though. What a fucking moment. We are not guaranteed ever to win one. We are never guaranteed it. And as Bucks fans, you have to when you have the best player in the goddamn possibly world. This is ludicrous. You go all in, you win a goddamn championship. You don't trade him. If he walks, he walks. You fucked up. Congrats. But you don't trade him.
Because you know what's going to happen? Like, if he walks, that team's just going to get like win an NBA championship, and we're left
Right.
with absolutely nothing.
We get a couple draft picks, and maybe we get the hope that we might get someone like Brandon Jennings. We just run it back. You win the fucking finals. You
I don't
go
know. The Pelicans
all
are
in.
looking pretty good.
That was like nailing every scenario.
You don't think we would get more? I don't want this to ever happen, but I am only living in this hypothetical.
Okay.
You don't think we're getting more for Giannis
No,
than the Pelicans got for AD? Are you out of your mind?
We would get a lot, but it also include a lot of draft picks also. Like, yeah, the Pelicans,
no.
but like they got lucky with Zion. Without Zion, congrats, you're going to be around the 4-3 seed range. Maybe compete that way. I want to that's why you fucking play. I'm not going back to the Bucks of fighting for the 8 seed. You play to win a fucking championship. We are in the best scenario we have
and
been in
then
our
they're
lifetime.
guaranteed to be in the 8th seed. I don't know.
Maybe.
Then you blow it up. Giannis is out. You fucked up. You really fucked up if you lost him.
But that's why you blow it
fucked
up in general. If you're gonna say the opposite, if you're gonna blow it up, I just say blow it up.
You play for an NBA championship, and I say, even if he's like, for sure I am leaving Milwaukee, I get but I, like, again, this is the best chance. Unless you have a superstar like that, you are not going to be contender. Especially with him on another team, you are not going to be contender. You fight to fucking win.
I'll tell you what, I don't want to give more thought to a post-Giannis world than I ever have to, so I'm not going to anymore.
Okay, fair enough. You play to win the fucking championship. That's how I see it as.
I 100% respect that opinion.
Yeah, no, I respect it.
Yeah.
I think that's how fans honestly should. I wish I thought more like that, but I don't. Complaint cast with the way my brain works.
Complete cat. Fenner. I'll start.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not going to think it like this man literally just went on a march with the city last night and said, I want my, or a couple days ago, and said, I want my kid to grow up in Milwaukee and stay safe. Like, you don't just say those words.
Michael Jordan just caught a 442-pound blue marlin in a $3 million fishing tournament. That's a thing.
I mean, the man just cannot lose. He cannot lose.
Not in those shoes.
Unless with the Hornets. Then he can certainly lose.
Oh my god. But yeah, I think if you guys don't have anything else to bring up, I think that brings us to the end of another complaint cast. I think we can all agree, Giannis is not leaving Milwaukee. Might have to delete this if he does. But hey, thanks again for listening to another episode of the Farmcast. Hope you enjoyed us complaining. I got a little sweaty over that one. Like, I'm sweaty right now even thinking about that kind of scenarios. But
Nightmare fuel.
Hey, make sure to like and subscribe on all platforms, on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. Go check out all of our content over there, especially our jelly donut debate. It will probably be brought up a lot more in the future. So also follow us on social media at the Farmcast Pod on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We got some great content over there. And yeah, take care. Stay safe. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Farmcast. And bye.